Hello friends, welcome back to your own channel Wealth First. Friends, today we are going to discuss about one indicator. The use of this indicator only will fetch you 25% profit within 2 to 3 months. And if you are a positional trader, if you are not an intraday trader, this is the indicator which is going to give you big bucks in a very short span of time. So you need to be with me in this video throughout to get all the tips and all the tricks, because I shall be mentioning all these tips and tricks in between. If you watch the video by skipping, if you watch the video quickly, if you won't be able to grasp the complete knowledge which I want to really share with you, free of course, without any charges. So what you need to do is you need to just stick to the video till the end and watch the complete video for getting the complete analysis. And let me tell you, 25% profits are guaranteed, and that I'll be showing you with the profits which I have made through this technique. So whenever you are doing positional trading, you require three things to be very clear when you take a position. The first one is you want to be at the right price. If you are there at the right price, that means half the battle is won. Now second, you need to analyze what is the volume which is being bought or sold, or which is being traded. If the volume is less, then that means the stock is not going to go up in a very short while. So you need to be watchful of the volume, and you also need to know the strength not only of stock but also of market. So there is one indicator which takes care of all these things in a positional trade. That indicator is, I'm going to tell you, which takes care of all these things, is money flow index. This is a stock which takes care of all these three factors, that is price, volume and strength, not only of stocks but complete market. So what kind of indicator this is? This is a momentum indicator. So what does it tell? It tells the strength of stock, strength of the market vis-a-vis the other stocks of it which are being traded in the market. The volume is integral part of this indicator. So you need not watch and monitor the volume separately. The volume gets integrated with this indicator, so you can understand the kind of power this indicator has. Also, this is a momentum indicator, so you can understand that if the stock is in momentum, this is going to clear-cut tell you that you need to be in position at that very stock specific moment and at that very time. So getting deep into this indicator strategy, so the MFI money flow index has three ranges, that is 0 to 20, 20 to 80 and 80 to 100. In case if the stock falls in the region of 0 to 20, that means it is oversold. When it reaches this range of 20 to 80, that means depending upon the range which it is trading at, it will be categorized. And if it is above 80 until the range of 100, then this is called overbought or super bullish. So you can call this as super bearish, you can call this as super bullish. Now let's understand this indicator on the basis of chart. Now I am taking the chart of HDFC AMC, which was recently trading a couple of months back in November. In December it was trading at around 3700. When I told and openly declared in the market that you need to sell this stock at this moment, because this will crack, and believe me friends, it cracked not only of 5, 10, 20%, it cracked almost 20% and had reached sub 2800 levels. So this is the power of this index, which will give you great buy and sell timing. See friends, you can see that stock was trading at approximately 3700 levels here, while if you check the money flow index, this is showing this is over bullish, rather overbought. So what you need to do over here is, will you buy? You will not buy at this price. In case if you have bought, you have done the mistake of your life. And see what happens. It cracks and reaches to the levels of 20 to 0, and on this you can see this is 80 to 100. This is overbought or super bullish zone, and this is 0 to 20. This is super bearish zone. So here the BS are sitting. So when you need to buy, when it touches 20, that is at the rates of 2700, sub 2800 levels, you need to buy this stock here when it is giving the clear cut indication that you need to buy. So you need to believe this indicator, because this not only considers the strength but also considers the volume. So this is volume plus, you can say that RSI, the strength, is also integral part of this index. So very, very important parameter for positional trading. So by now you've got clarified with the concept of super bearish. If it happens to be below or equals to 20, then the stock will be called as super bearish. However, like in this stock at this position, you can see that the stock almost touched 20 levels and the stock had become bearish. And that was the point when you need to be in the trade, and thereafter the stock bounced, and presently friends the stock is trading again at around 3200 levels. So you can understand when you need to buy at the place where the stock is already at bottom level and has already bottomed out, and money flow index will help you in doing that trade. And the same goes with when the stock is super bullish. When the MFI is more than or equals to 80, then the stock is called super bullish. That is the time when you need to avoid buying position. You need to avoid buying that stock at that very moment. But that doesn't mean that stock will not go up from there. That doesn't mean the stock will straight away fall from there. For example, I'm giving the example of HDFC stock. Now you can see that stock was trading at 80 levels. However, the stock from here did not fall. Rather, it started to move up and had reached from 2100 levels to 2350. So how to avoid this? This is very, very important. I am going to tell you the trick how to avoid this false move from money flow index. Just be on the board. This is a great strategy, and all the tricks and tips will be told to you. By the end of the video, you'll be completely thorough how to do positional trades with money flow index. So as I promised, I'll firstly tell you what is my position in HDFC. I bought it at 2016 rupees and it is presently trading at 2300 plus levels, which is almost giving me 17% profit in no less than 2.5 months. How? If you see that the HDFC is trading at approximately 2300 plus levels presently in the month of December. However, I did not buy in December. When did I buy? When my money flow index was showing that this is trading close to 20. I bought it here. I bought it here. So these are the places where I bought. I did not buy when it was in oversold, overbought positions. So I bought it at rock bottom level, and I will recommend you to buy at rock bottom levels only. So how to avoid the false trade, that also we are going to discuss subsequently. So first of all, we'll discuss how to buy and when to buy. So the most important thing is when to book profit and when to short. So I'll just tell you that in case if you combine MFI with MACD, which is also a leading indicator, that will crystal clear give you the crystal clear indication when to get into a particular stock. For example, if we talk about Hero Motor Corp, the money flow index was showing that this is the place where it has bottomed out. Should you buy here? Should you buy here? Let me check with the MACD. What does MACD have to say? But MACD at this moment is showing that we don't need to buy it here. If the just for the brief of the people who do not know what is MACD, this black line is called as MACD line, and the red line is called as signal line. If the black line crosses the signal line, crosses the signal line, that is MACD line crosses the signal line, this is called buy signal. And conversely, if the red line crosses the black line, that is if the black line comes below the red line, then this means a sell signal. Okay, so I hope you've been able to get the hang of what is MACD. So now we see that here it is giving a buy signal, but on the contrary, the MACD is not giving me buy signal. So will we buy here? Will we buy here? We will not buy here because we are not getting a confirmation here. And see what happens. Even if it is oversold, the MACD has not given a buy signal, so we will not buy. And see what happens. The stock cracks further, even from this levels, from 2400 leaves, it reaches approximately 2280 levels. So friends, you need to join money flow index with MACD to get the correct confirmation whether you have to buy that very stock or you have to avoid the trade. Now friends, I'm going to discuss a $1 million tip with you. That is the pro tip, that before you invest in that particular stock or any index, you need to check one thing. That is whether the stock is in uptrend or is it in downtrend. If the stock is in uptrend, then you have to find the opportunities to buy and not sell. Do not, when the stock is in uptrend, do not find the opportunity to sell. Don't find opportunity to sell, find opportunities to buy. Whereas if the stock is in downtrend, find the opportunities to sell and not buy. So I hope I have been able to make clear. I will be explaining you with subsequent examples. So I'll repeat again. In case the stock is in uptrend, that you should find the reasons to buy and not sell. When the stock is already in downtrend, then you need to find the opportunities to sell and not buy. So this is the crux. How will it happen? I'll just tell you with the example. But before that, I would explain you what do you mean by stock being in uptrend. Friends, if the stock is above its 50-day moving average, if the stock is trading above 50-day moving average, or in the long run above 200-day moving average, then the stock is if it is that the stock is in uptrend. However, the stock, if it is trading below 200-day moving average and is even below 50-day moving average, then the stock is called in severe downtrend. For example, this is the chart of Tata Motors, and you can see this purple line is showing you 20-day moving average, red line is showing you 50-day moving average, green line is showing you 100-day moving average, and blue line is showing you 200-day moving average. Now this Tata Motors stock is not only below 200 but even below 50-day, 20-day moving averages, 50-day moving, all moving averages, it is down. So what do we need to do here? We need to, since I told you when the stock is in downtrend, then you just need to find opportunities to sell. And when do you find opportunities to sell? When the stock is at higher levels. So when the stock is over here and consolidating, what you should have been doing? You should have been selling the stock here, and see what happens. The stock falls further. Okay, so will you buy here? It has gone below 20. Will you buy here? You will not, because it is in downtrend. You don't have to buy it. What do you have to do it? You have to sell. And see friends, what happens even if it is over here and the stock has further cracked from here. Oh, see, the stock was below 20. The stock is over here. What you need to buy? Will you buy here? Will you buy here? You will not buy here. Why? Because the stock is in downtrend. When the stock is in downtrend, you just need to find the opportunities to sell, and you see again it has fallen again. So you will not sell here. Where will you sell? You will sell here, because the stock was in overbought position and you need to sell it at every rise. So this is how you trade money flow index. Now I'll tell you about the Kotak Bank. You can see that this is above, this is blue line is showing you 200-day moving average, and this purple line is showing you 20-day moving average. Red line is showing you a 50-day moving average. So you can see that clearly this bank is in uptrend. This is above the uptrend. So what you need to do is, will you sell it? No, you will find opportunities to buy this stock at every dip. So what I'll do is, I'll buy this stock here. my first opportunity to buy. I will buy stock here, my second opportunity to buy, because this is consolidating. You will see that this stock is consolidating here, so I will buy here, and this has been substantiated by what? By the MACD also, that we can buy it here, we can even buy over here. The MACD has given me the direction, we can buy it over here. So this is what are the signals when I need to accumulate it. And believe me friends, over here the stock was trading at approximately 1500, sub 1500 levels, and it has reached 1700 levels within what duration? See, this is even mid of September, and this is December, so not even 3 months, and you have got profits of approximately 20% within 2.5 months. So this is the strategy, this is how you do it, this is how you trade it, and you have to keep this in mind, this pro tip which I have told you. Now I'll give you one more example before I wind up. The example of HDFC Bank. Friends, you can see that this is clearly an uptrend, because the stock has been trading above 20-day and 50-day moving average, even 200-day moving average. This blue line is showing you 200-day moving average. Since it has been ascertained that the stock is an uptrend, so what we need to do is, will we buy here? We will not buy here, because we are finding opportunities to buy. So when will we get opportunities to buy? At every dip. So we are looking at this. So this is the place where it has given one dip. I'll not buy here, but this is a confirmatory. This is again a confirmatory, so I'll buy here, but I will wait for MACD signal. Has MACD given me signals? No, it has already given me signal over here that I need to buy. I'll buy it here. So I'll buy it here, and you can see this price was at 1100, and this has risen approximately 1263 level. I will not buy over here, I will not buy over here. In fact, I will try to book my profit here, because the stock is on top and the MACD has given me sell signal. So when the stock is in uptrend, you need to find the reasons to buy, and you need to buy over when the MACD gives you the signal to buy. That is, the black line crosses the red line, MACD line crosses the signal line, that is the indicator that you need to buy it. I hope friends you have been able to understand what I want to say. In case if you have not understood anything, any concept, please do let me know in the comment box. Also, in case if you like the video, please smash the like button. Also subscribe to my channel for getting the regular updates, and do trade this this indicator on paper first. Get the expertise, get the hang of things, and thereafter apply